Dear colleagues, I am glad to see all the participants of the project here, and the topic of my presentation is journalism, education and the professional environment. And I promise to keep to the agenda, to be short, brief, only pictures and facts. And how it is structured, this presentation? There is three topics included here: global challenges, then national challenges, and our small experience. And sources, I must notice, the statements put here are grounded on the professional journalist discussions. That was a journalist from Ukraine and European Union, and I participated in these events last year. It is fresh information. And let us start. What is on the top? Global challenges. First of all, it is digital revolution. Everyone who has smartphone, laptop or iPhone can feel himself a journalist. That is the impact of social media and new media, and it is really important. Not long ago, I looked through the BBC principles and found that they created a special principle how to work with social media as a tool for journalists. And information was Professor Pocheptsov, the professor of our social communication department, wrote a lot of books. He's writing about this phenomena. How it was, the first example, the first professional discussion, and the conclusions from this discussion. As you see, it was a tool of Ukrainian journalists to German media organizations, and the topic of this meeting, independent journalism at the basis of democracy, is closely connected with the topic of our project. It was organized by the Academy of Ukrainian Press and Friedrich Naumann Foundation for Freedom. It was last October. What it was, there participated journalists from central and local media. It was printed media, TV, radio, bloggers. The head of the National Union of Ukrainian Journalists, Sergei Tomilenko, was present here. Vladimir Mostovoy, you see him here. That is weekly newspaper, Miro of the week, Derkala Tizhnya. We met with such newspapers as Der Tagesspiegel, with Bundespress conference and very interesting startups in Germany, in media sphere. And there is key problems posed by the journalists experts in Germany. First of all, there is a crisis of classical journalism. The second one, there is the rise of authoritarian trends in world politics regarding media. And the third one, there is the growth of misinformation in the digital public space. I mean fake news. And there is a national interesting experience from the German colleagues. There is a startup, New Responsibility Foundation at the Bezchotnikova Center. Bezchotnikova Center develops information security algorithms for the public good, works at the identification of the false information and politically manipulated content. They constitute the content of their design tasks. And the main conclusion here, fakes appear when classical journalism fails. National challenges. There is some statistics. This is data of National Council of Television and Radio Broadcasting of Ukraine. And the conclusion, majority of media in Ukraine are privately owned. Concerning TV and radio, that is, as you see, 93%. What does it mean? It means that in the system of priority, politics, business, profits are at the first place. Then it is low trust to media. That is data of sociological agency in mind. It was financed by the international organizations, and they fixed 3-year decline from 215 up to 218. The lowest numbers have printed media 1917, that is only 28%. Situation now is much better, approximately plus 5–6%. The highest number, that is television, 50%. And the third, as for me, that is the growth of the entertainment segment and communication department's information. It seems to me it is important for us because it is necessary to understand for our students how to work with media arts disciplines. It is necessary to include them into developed curriculum, how to cope with it, how to work with it, how to understand it. And talking about the growth of entertainment segment, I want to say one more fact, that television have the highest ratings in Ukraine, but it is not the ratings of the news. There is ratings of the TV, films, animated cartoons, shows, and so on and so forth. And next event, national level, that is Donbass Media Forum, in which participated 500 journalists from Europe and Ukraine. They represented national channels, schools of journalism, newspapers, bloggers again, and the results keep robust. We try to organize their platform for discussion between media schools and employees. And this panel we called Professional Staff for Ukrainian Media, What Needs to be Changed? And problems here and results. First of all, we saw the lack of clear requests from the media regarding professional competencies of their future journalists. Then it was a great contrast between central media and local media, from excess to personal hunger, because of the salaries and other reasons. And it is really a lack of a platform for cooperation between media and universities. Preparing this panel, I decided to organize a pool for students and for media. And this pool of local media was conducted with the help of the National Union of Journalists of Ukraine. And only 3 questions from this pool. Are you satisfied with the quality of training of certified journalists? You see, 50% said absolutely, 28% and 6 partially, and 21% and 4 can be better. Ready to hire journalism graduate, 60%. After graduating, 8 and 7, and no vacancies, 38%. And the basic skills that a graduate of journalism faculty must have, that is literacy, efficiency, creativity, universality, responsibility, learning, and the last one, write without errors, work with primary sources, no digital technologies. And our small experience, 8 years ago, we took a local radio station. It was in crisis, no salaries, no any conditions, no money. And now it is a radio group that is an enterprise, licensed, self-sufficient, and we work with 2 big media holdings, that is holding TAVR. This holding includes about 20 media inside, and there is Ukrainian media holding, approximately 40 media inside. We are representing their interests in Mariupol. We have radio broadcasting, radio production, and radio advertising. And we want to improve the curriculum too, and want to say that we highly appreciate those students who are able to combine journalist profession with operator skills, with sound editing, effects designing, and so on and so forth. Okay, thank you for your attention. That was Mariupol State University.